Good morning to all the students of class 10. Today we'll start from chapter 5, page number 77, and first point is critique of colonial ideas regarding education. So Rabindranath Tagore studied at the University of London, and he points in his critique of colonial education may be put forward in the following. First, in the colonial system, primary and secondary level education, the emphasis was on imparting education through the medium of English. Okay, English is very different from Bengali, and to Rabindranath, the English words could hardly evoke any impression in the mind of the learner. Obviously, the poet felt that the child found no joy in learning. He could not think for himself, he simply used to memorize a lifeless vocabulary. That means Rabindranath said that the Indian children, they found no joy in learning English because English is very different from Bengali or other Indian languages. So the children of India, they could not found any joy in learning English. He could not think for himself. Also, he could not think for himself. Uh, he simply used to memorize a lifeless vocabulary. Okay, so the children, they could not found any joy to learn English, and they only memorized the English vocabulary. Okay. Rabindranath believed that the purpose also was to establish bond of love and friendship between man and also between man and the nature. So Rabindranath believed to establish the bond between man and also between man and nature. Okay, so Rabindranath believed to establish bond between man and also between the man and nature. Thus, it may be said that Rabindranath's approach to education was humanistic. He believed in an inner harmony amongst man, nature, and God. So, Rabindranath Tagore, he believed the inner harmony between man, nature, and God. Okay. In Rabindranath's idea of education, teachers had to be imaginative. The teachers should understand the child and help the child to develop curiosity in them. So Rabindranath believed that the teachers should understand the child. Okay, the teachers should understand the child, and the teachers help the child to develop the curiosity in them. Okay, next point is education in harmony with nature. Rabindranath felt that for the students it is necessary to learn to live in harmony with environment. That's mean, that means Rabindranath did not consider education as something separate from man and nature. Okay, so Rabindranath did not consider education as something separate from man and nature. And according to him, okay, according to Rabindranath, it is necessary to develop the harmony of nature and people with education. Okay, so according to Rabindranath, it is very important to develop the harmony of nature and people with education. Rabindranath founded his own school based on his ideas of education at Shantiniketan in 1901. Okay, in Shantiniketan 1901. Mark this line. The school was established following the model of the ancient Vedic period forest school in India. So the Shantiniketan school, Rabindranath founded Shantiniketan school in 1901. Okay, then The school was established following the model of ancient Vedic period forest school in India. So Rabindranath established Shantiniketan school to follow in the model of ancient period, basically the Vedic period forest school. The idea that impelled him to start the school has been wonderfully expressed in a letter written by Rabindranath to Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. He wrote that the school that was that he was trying to start would be conducted just on the lines of residential institutions of ancient times. So Rabindranath Tagore wrote a letter to Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose, and he was trying to start would be conducted just on the lines of residential institutions of ancient times. Shantiniketan school, called Brahmacharyashram, was inaugurated on 22 December 1901. Mark this line. So Shantiniketan school called the Brahmacharyashram. Okay, Shantiniketan school is called Brahmacharyashram, and it was inaugurated on 22 December 1901. Mark this line. It was started on a small scale. The aims of the Shantiniketan school were, mark this line, to ensure that the students are taught the importance of the Indian heritage. Okay, so Rabindranath gave importance to the Indian heritage to give it a universal humanist outlook, to provide all-round development of the students. The students had no fixed curriculum. So in Shantiniketan school, the students had no fixed syllabus. Okay, they were expected to grow through their own experiences. The goal of education was to synthesize knowledge and feeling. So bracket, what were the aims to establish the Shantiniketan school? Okay, bracket this. In his institution, Rabindranath would invite students from the West and the East to study the different system of Indian philosophy, literature, art and music. So Rabindranath would invite the students from West and East to study the different systems of Indian philosophy, literature, art and music. It is evident from what had been said by Rabindranath that the Vishwabharati was developed as a center of Indian culture. Okay, so Vishwabharati was founded by Rabindranath, and Vishwabharati was developed as a center of Indian culture. Okay, Vishwabharati was developed as a center of Indian culture. Vishwabharati was founded in 1921. Mark this line, this is very important for short question. Vishwabharati was founded in 1921. Until independence, it was a college. Until independence, Vishwabharati was a college. Soon after independence, Vishwabharati was given the status of a university and renamed Vishwabharati University. So first it was a college, and after independence it became a university and renamed Vishwabharati University. Okay. Some defects of the colonial system of education. Okay, some defects of the colonial system of education. First is, as a result of giving too much importance to English learning, the native language were neglected. So as a result, too much importance to the English learning, the native language means the Indian languages like Bengali, Hindi, these native languages were neglected. Okay, and under the system of education, it remained confined to some privileged class of people. It could not reach the people near the soil of native villages. because this education based on English language, that's why it could not reach the people near the soil of native villages. Okay, and it created class distinction in the field of education, which was a barrier to national solidarity. Hence, the colonial system of education was defective. So, some defects of the colonial system of education are, as a result, it gave too much importance to the English language. That's why the native language were neglected. And under the colonial system of education, uh, it could not reach the people near the soil of native villages, because this system based on the English language, that's why it could not reach the people near the soil of native villages. And it also created the class division in the field of education. Okay, okay students, that's all for today. And after listening this explanation, read this chapter again. Thank you.